Rookie, presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Week. First and foremost, we gotta congratulate our Week 11 winner. And that winner was Tommy DeVito of the New York Football Giants. DeVito threw 3 touchdown passes in the team's win over Washington. So congratulations to Tommy DeVito. Listen.
Look at that smile.
Life comes at you fast. Things can change. Look at that. Listen, we have a special guest joining us in just a few seconds. But before we do that, let's go ahead and look at the nominees for Week 12. All right, here we go. No surprise here. A quarterback we've seen a few times around. That's C.J. Stroud. Completed 72% of his passes for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns this week. Bijan Robinson down in the ATL had 123 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns in the Falcons' win. Rashee Rice, caught wide receiver for the Chiefs, caught 8 passes and 107 yards and a touchdown in the Chiefs' win. We have number 4 from the Giants, Jalen Hyatt, caught 5 passes and for over 100 yards in a Giants win. This is a name that we've seen before. We have Zay Flowers, wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens, 62 yards from scrimmage, 2 touchdowns in the Ravens win. And guys, a new face on our list, Kobie Turner. Had 4 tackles and 2 sacks in the Rams win. First and foremost, I absolutely love his name. As you guys know, Kobie is my favorite basketball player of all time. Absolutely love the name. And speaking of Kobie Turner, he is joining us now. What's up, Kobie? Welcome to the show.
Yo. What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm doing well.
Yes,
I don't know if you heard me, but I absolutely love your name.
Thank you. My dad, he didn't name me after Kobe Bryant. I wish it was that simple, but he has a really weird origin story for my name, but I love it.
What's the origin story? I would love to hear that.
So my dad called a cobia, C-O-B-I-A, that was bigger than him. So he went up to my mom and he's like, hey, can I name my son Kobie? And she's like, heck no, why would I do that? That's stupid. So then I guess, probably later on in the pregnancy, she probably had a couple more, was drugged up because I was a big baby. And he comes back with there's a life jacket called Hobie Lifecraft. And so he mixes those two and he's like, hey, let's combine them and let's name him Kobie. And that's where the name came to be. And I don't know why she accepted that one, but I love it.
That's actually very interesting.
Right, he still got what he wanted. He just combined 2 names, changed the spelling a little bit, and boom, mom was like, great. It's unique. Mm-hmm. Listen, before we jump into all the football stuff, bro, you're unique like your name. Doing a little background on you. You're a singer, you're an artist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot really quickly. You have a joint called Home. All right. Can we hear a little bit of that original? Can you give us anything right now?
Yeah, I should probably go grab my guitarist in the other room.
Yeah. Go get it. We wait.
Okay.
I love this.
Okay.
It's got to be much better than Brandon's Taylor Swift impersonation.
I don't know. I've been working. I wasn't singing from my gut. Real singers.
Oh, got it. Your diaphragm.
That's
diaphragm.
What it was, bro.
Diaphragm. There you go.
I was wondering what it was. Okay.
Okay. You were just giving us the light version.
Here we go. He's back. Let's go. All right. Can you introduce this to us?
Yeah. So me and my fiance, we just started living together ever since I've been out with the Los Angeles Rams. But before that, we were doing long distance for, 5 to 6 years. And so, every time I was back with her, it felt like home. And every time that I was away, it felt like I was missing a part of that. So that's kind of what the song is about, is longing to see her a little bit and waiting to get back to her. So that's kind of where the song came from. Yeah. We'll see how good it goes, though. I just woke up a little bit, but let's rock. So. Thinking of you every time I'm gone. Missing your skin on these nights alone. Life is a drive, you're my ride along. That's why I'm thinking of you every time I'm gone. So stay here a while. I wanna be close to you, my love. I know we have lives, but these days without you are cruel enough. So I'm coming home to you. Coming home to you. Coming home to you.
Ooh.
I love that.
That boy
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Keep it going, Kobie. Keep it going.
Stop it, Brandon.
No, keep going.
Hey, nah, I low key need that song for my reel. I'm gonna post next week, bro.
Oh my God. Are you getting engaged?
Keep the strings.
I'm not getting engaged.
Here we go. I'm about to blow. Keep the strings going, Kobie. I'm about to sing.
No.
From the gut this time. Sing from the gut this time, B.
I'm coming home to you. Missing you when your skin touch. I don't know why you're such in a rush, but I'm coming home to you. I do.
Head on fire.
Let's go. Ashley was over there tearing up.
It was beautiful.
But with you, bro, that was beautiful.
Very sweet, very beautiful, very thoughtful. That you and Victor Oladipo should start a band.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw he was on The Masked Singer the other.
Yeah, Victor's very, very talented. As are you. Absolutely incredible. That's amazing. Brandon, not so much. Listen, Kobie, let's dive into some football because you had a monster game against Arizona, but I want to talk a little bit about the conductor's celebration after getting it to Kyler Murray. What went into that? Because there was another famous Kobie who did the same celebration once upon a time.
Yeah, so for me, that's kind of been a thing since I was at Richmond in 2019. We were just dancing in the locker rooms, and one of the captains, started conducting on the beat, just like vibing, and one of the captains was like, "You should do that on Sunday." And so the next week I got a sack. I thought it was a safety, so I started conducting like crazy, and then actually the week after that, the old Disney Channel logo,
yeah.
way back in the day.
Yeah.
So I did that celebration, trying to draw like the little Mickey Mouse ears, but the announcer was like, "The conductor conducting again." So I was like, I guess it's sticking now. So that's been my thing for a little while. But this week I slowed it down a little bit. Normally I go a little too fast. Trey Tomlinson was telling me, he's like, you got to slow it down, like take in the moment. So I, set up, brought everybody in. And so that was a really cool thing, a nod to my music background, because I've done so much with choirs. I have one of my degrees in math, but the other degree is in music. And so music is a huge part of my life. I want to be a choir director when football's all said and done, hopefully in 10, 12, however many years down the line. But that's kind of a nod to that other side of me that's so important.
So fascinating. You guys know what Disney Channel celebration he's talking about?
No.
Absolutely.
It's basically, it used to go back in the day in Disney Channel, they would say, "I'm Kobie Turner, and you're watching Disney Channel." And it would go like this with the little magic wand. They're old. They don't know what that is, Kobie. I got you. You and I right here. I know exactly what you were talking about.
Listen, I know B might jump into a little ball, but I'm going to stay right here. What I would say, bro, is like, first, thanks for the performance. That was special. First ever on our platform. And then also it's like, you're a rookie, and this segment is created just to highlight, just the amazing performances you guys are having, and it's your first time on. And as an OG, what I would say to you is don't wait 10 to 12 years, right? You're in a perfect place for it now. You're in LA. It may take you 3 to 4 years to really get comfortable. Once you feel comfortable, bro, go be that choir director right now. That's the thing that they tell us. They tell us that we got to wait until we're done. No, bro, like your off day on Tuesdays, being out there in LA, you can go shadow somebody, you can meet people. And then when you start feeling really comfortable in the off season, start doing more while you're training, we have a lot of time on our hands, right? Like you and your fiance go travel the world, but when you're home training, there's still 5-6 hours in a day. What are you doing with that? So I just want to plant that seed for you. Like business first, handle your business, keep the main thing the main thing. But as soon as you feel comfortable, bro, go lean into those other interests for sure.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That's real.
Nah, that's a good
Yes,
nugget,
sir.
B. So yeah, I'm gonna dive into some football right now, Kobie. Football get my juices flowing. So listen,
Mm-hmm.
y'all 5-6, 6 games left in the season, a game out of the postseason race right now, right? If you do get into the postseason, how confident are y'all that y'all can play with the big dogs like the 49ers and the Philly? Because when y'all did play San Fran, it was a one-score game. But how confident are y'all now that y'all can fare with the big dogs?
No, we're very confident. And Coach McVay has been talking about ever since, coming off of the bye week, 1 week at a time. Every streak starts at one, but putting in the work throughout the week to have an earned confidence come Sundays, when it's time to let it all loose and to go cut it loose. And so we've been really working throughout the week, each week. These past 2 weeks have been great weeks of preparation. I'm looking forward to stacking another one. But we know that when we're playing our brand of football, like what was on display this past weekend, that we can play with anybody. Going back to the games of, Philadelphia or even San Fran, there's a lot of things, a lot of mistakes that we made that, we are still figuring out ourselves. And, learning from those mistakes keeps us right there in the game and allows us to, have an opportunity to win those games. So there's no doubt that we can compete with whoever we play with. It's just about us putting in the best week of preparation that we can have throughout the week, having that earned confidence come Sundays and letting it all loose on Sundays and going and getting after it.
I feel like you play a position that has, I think it's safe to say, dominated the league for the past few years. And you play with one of the best, and that is Aaron Donald. I mean, Brandon Marshall is a big fan of that guy right there and has gone on to say that he may be the best to ever do it. So what impact has he had on you, not only as a professional, but specifically as a rookie?
Yeah. I think so much of his impact comes without anything that he says. Like the things that he says is important, but the way that he goes about his business, the way that he lives his life just shines light through it all. Coming in, throughout camp and seeing him getting 3-4 workouts. And so I was in there, with camp for a lot of trying to, match his energy with some of those workouts. And then you fast forward and we're, week 12, 13, whatever week we are on right now, and he's still getting 3 and 4 workouts. And I can't quite keep up right now, but it's just like the way that he goes about his business, like that shines so much light into who he is as a person and to why he is so great. Like he's not so great just because, God just randomly gifted him with stuff and he's just blessed. No, like he works for all of that. And so that's the type of man that I want to be. That's the type of player that I want to be. And so just being able to learn from all of that definitely helps.
Yeah. Listen, man, it's definitely an honor to be a part of the fraternity, right? Like only a few makes it to this level. And B Flowers can probably back me up here. One of the special things when you're a rookie is when you walk in the locker room, you can learn from all of the guys that we kind of grew up watching and admiring. And so I want to stay here with Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, like, what's that one weird thing or wild thing that he's done where you're like, this is unbelievable. This dude is not human, right? It could have been in the cafeteria, weight room, anything like that, right? Because Aaron Donald's intense. Aaron Donald's my brother, and he's different. So is there any story that you can give us that will shine light on the type of person that he is?
I feel like if we just stick with the weight room analogy, like our schedule, we have some meetings in the morning. On certain days we'll have lift in the morning, then we'll go to a walkthrough, and then we'll come off the field, get a little break, go eat some lunch, and then go back out to practice. And so in between, I think we had just gotten off the field for walkthrough. And so me, like I'm young, so I'm like, okay, I'm tired. Like I need to go sit in the little, in the waterbed things or go sit up in some Normatex or at least just like go chill, kick and get some food. So I'm walking in the locker room and I like sit down normally for like 15, 30 minutes, just like chilling. And like right as I'm walking in the locker room, AD's already changed. He's already in his workout outfit. He's walking out. And so I'm like, what is he doing? Like, why is he walking out? Is there something that I'm missing? So then I kind of like, I kind of like follow him. He's already in the weight room, but I go and I'm like looking through the windows and I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
Right.
This dude is getting a whole nother lift, like just getting after it. I'm just like, what's going on? Like we have practice in like an hour. We got to be out there like 20 minutes early. So we only have like 40 minutes. Is he not going to eat? Is he not going to like, what is he doing?
Bro, sorry, Ash and B, but like, man, like in the locker room, you see guys do some cool things, some weird things. I saw my last cup of tea was with the New Orleans Saints. And so I'm there. This is year 13 for me. And so I'm like, this is Drew Brees. So I'm seeing Drew Brees after a fast Friday. He stood in the mirror for 30 minutes, Kobie, 30 minutes rocking back and forth. And he was just standing there. And I went to the strength and conditioning coach. I said, what is he doing? He said he's going through every single play in the playbook in different situations. And he just sat there. I thought it was the coolest thing seeing Drew Brees tap into that type of space. So I love these stories, B-Flow.
Nah. The stories get you for sure because like we said before, there's so many different personalities in the locker room. Talking about guys in the locker room, though, I want to ask you about Kyren Williams. You get him back off injury, run all over the Cardinals for 200. Some comparing him to Marshall Faulk. Do you think those comps fair, like the Marshall Faulk?
I think he is who he is, but who he is that guy for sure. Like he is that dude.
Okay.
Our offense, like it definitely, we have a new energy with him in the lineup. And so I remember like last week I was walking by and I'm like, we're getting him back this week. So I see him, we're passing by on a Tuesday as I'm going to get my massage. He's already done his thing. I'm like, good to have you back. Then he shows up on Sunday and he does that type of thing. So we're just all, the defense, when the offense is running the ball like that, we just kicking it on the sideline, like kicking our feet up. I'm over there sitting like crossed up or however, because we chilling. Like Kyron's going off. He's having his day. And so it definitely brings a lot of life into this team when he's on the field, and especially when he's producing like that. Like that dude is different.
Brandon, any final questions before I close us out here?
Yes, I like how you always close us out because, like, Kobie, you're a special human being, bro, and I'm so looking forward to following your career and on and off the field. And Ashley, that question you always ask.
Well, I've been asking every rookie that has come through Paper Route the same question, so I'm going to ask it to you. I want you to fill in this blank for me. My rookie season will be...
My rookie season will be unforgettable.
Nice.
Nice.
Kobie, thank you so much for joining us, for singing for us, for letting us know the origin of your name. You are such an interesting individual. We cannot wait to see what you do in the sport of football and everything outside of it. I have a feeling you're going to have your hands in a lot of different pots. So I'm excited to see what you got cooking for us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. It's been a blast for sure.
Thanks,
Kobie. Playoffs, big dog.
Yes, sir. Okay,
listen, everybody, this has been Yo Rookie, presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar, NFL Rookie of the Week. If you want to vote for your rookie, make sure you vote at NFL.com/voting/rookie.